Hello and welcome to CloudFolks HUB. My name is Bhavesh Atara. You are learning ECS. Right now, I want to host my application, and that's why we are actually creating service. And in the service, we have one option of service auto scaling. What is service auto scaling? I already explained you about this. Now, if you want to enable this, you need to set up scaling policy. In this video, I'm going to talk about target tracking scaling. Then we will also discuss about step scaling in the next video. So let's start. Now before I'm going to start this video, I want to tell you that ECS is actually supporting all type of scaling. It supports target tracking, step scaling. It is also supporting predictive scaling and schedule scaling. But during your service creation, you are getting target tracking and step scaling. If you want to go for schedule scaling or predictive scaling, you can find it out after creating service. Okay, so right now we are actually discussing about target tracking. Now what is target tracking? Let me explain you step by step using mind map. Increase or decrease the number of tasks that your service runs based on target value for a specific metric. Here, they provided us mainly three metrics. One, it is about CPU utilization. Second, memory utilization. And ALB request count per target. Now, ALB is only applicable if you have ALB integrated. Otherwise, based on the CPU utilization of service or memory utilization of service, you can increase and decrease number of tasks. Here, we have fourth option as well. Based on custom CloudWatch metric, we can also set up target tracking. Now, if you look at over here, we have these three options available: CPU utilization, memory utilization, and ALB request. But this fourth option is not available here. Why? Because we are setting up service using graphical user interface. If you want to use custom CloudWatch metric, you have to set up your service using CLI, right? Now, let's say that I'm going to choose CPU utilization right now. How we can set up the entire process? Here, we have target value. For the CPU utilization and memory utilization, we have this particular place. Here, we are actually able to provide target value. So, here I am selecting CPU utilization, and let's say that I am selecting 60%. What is the meaning of this? If CPU utilization of my service going more than 60%, start scale out means increase number of tasks. If CPU utilization going below 60%, scale in event will happen and it is going to remove my task, right? Same way, if I want to go with the memory utilization, here you have to provide memory utilization value. And for ALB, we have like a same place. But again, I want to tell you, if you are going to go with the ALB, means ALB request per second, you have to integrate ALB with your service. Now, while we are setting up our auto scaling target tracking policy, we have these two options, which is very important: scale out cooldown period and scale in cooldown period. I'm going to explain you these two options right now. This is all about target values that we already discussed. Now, first of all, I'm going to explain you cooldowns in general, and then we will discuss about particular cooldown and its effect. Cooldowns, both scale out and scale in, exist to stabilize auto scaling. Without them, auto scaling may keep adding and removing tasks too frequently, which wastes the resources and can hurt application stability. For example, here in this process, auto scaling is working too quickly or too frequently. At 12 AM, I have CPU utilization 60%, which is above the target value of 50%. Now it is going to add tasks. Again, within 2 minutes, CPU utilization goes down and it is going to remove tasks. Again, after 2 minutes, it is going to, CPU utilization goes 60% and it is going to add new tasks. We don't want to do this. We don't want to add tasks very fast and remove tasks very fast. We want some timer between two scale in or scale out event. that can you set up using scale out cooldown and scale in cooldown. First of all, I am going to explain you scale out cooldown. After auto scaling adds task, it waits for a scale out cooldown timer, say 120 seconds, before adding more task again. During this cooldown, even if load goes higher, auto scaling does not launch new task immediately. Instead, it waits for cooldown to finish, then check metrics again. Now look at over here. Let's say that I have started with one task only. I have one task running. Now my CPU utilization is going more than 60%. So it is going to trigger first scale out event. Now we are actually adding one more task over here in this particular event, right? Now once you are going to create this task will take some time to be ready, right? So we have to give some time so task can be ready. Now this timer is actually scale out cooldown. So here, after triggering this scale out event, we are actually giving 60 seconds of time to this task, so this task can be ready. In short, if I am going to talk about scale out cooldown timer, it is actually timer between two scale out event, and we are giving this time so task can be ready, right? Now second option we have is actually scale in cooldown. Now before I am going to explain you scale in cooldown, first of all let's understand that scaling is actually dangerous.
Sorry to interrupt you. I know you guys are enjoying our video a lot because our final ultimate goal is Solution Architect Certification exam. To reach the destination, we required full videos. Path number 1, our 6-in-1 program. Our 6-in-1 program include all prerequisite skills which is needed as a cloud engineer. It include 24/7 support, lifetime update, section-wise practice test, full course practice test with tips and tricks by Bhavesh Atara, how to do exam preparation course, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, and 6 AWS project with documents. Path number 2, you can enroll by paying 499 and get Hindi and English, both the languages, videos of AWS. The choice is yours how to create your success story by choosing best one. Best of luck. Thank you.